So, if you're trying to reduce or stop drinking alcohol, I can guarantee that you will experience being with somebody else that drinks alcohol. Maybe you'll go to a restaurant, maybe you'll go out with a friend. At some point in your life, you will spend time around somebody else that's drinking. And hey, maybe they turn around and they say, John, Adam, Mary, do you want to have a pint? What can you say to that person? What would you say in that situation so you don't fall back in the same cycle that you were in before? What can you say to not hurt their feelings, and what could you say so you don't upset them, but you also stay firm in your decision of whatever it was that you were trying to do, stop, reduce drinking, whatever. Well, today in this video, I'm going to say the exact thing that you need to say to them so you don't lose a friend, but you're also able to keep the momentum that you've already got. And guys, just before we get into it, if you want my personal help stopping drinking and you want to join the Sober Clear program, where we work with business owners and professionals and we help them reframe the way that they view alcohol using something called first principles thinking, please click the link in the description. We've helped clients from JP Morgan, from NASA, from Forbes. We're probably getting the best results in the whole world. So if you want details on the program, click the link in the description and book a call, or just go over to soberclear.com. So now back to the video. So what spurred me to make this video was last night I went out for a dinner, and it was like an entrepreneur dinner, right? All the other guys there had businesses or they were interested in entrepreneurship, and it was a really awesome time. It was great vibes, and it was just an awesome evening. Now, when I tell people what I do for work, they're always really surprised. They're like, what? Like, I've never heard of anybody help people stop drinking alcohol before. And one thing that I've noticed is this isn't always the case. It doesn't always happen, but quite often when I tell people what I do for work, they don't drink around me, right? In the past, when I just told people I don't drink, it didn't really matter. But when I tell them what I do for work, for some reason, they don't drink around me. Some people do, don't get me wrong, and I don't care if they do. It's up to the individual. They can do whatever they want. But it is quite interesting to see people's reaction. Anyway, so at this dinner, when I told people what I did, I remember the waiter came over to take a drinks order, and the guy next to me was like, oh, yeah, I was going to have a drink, but I'm not going to bother now. And I'm like, dude, don't worry about it, man. If you drink, do your thing. It's no issue at all. But I don't think he did it because he wanted to be respectful towards me. I think there was a much deeper reason why he decided to not drink. So before I tell you what you need to say to drinkers is we need to break this down to understand the mindset of what's actually going on in a drinker's mind and why they're asking you to drink in the first place. After the guy said, I'm not going to drink, he said, there's really no point drinking, is there? And that was the end of it. And the night continued. And then when I came home, I was like, what happened there? And then I realized all drinkers know that what they're doing is stupid. They all know that they shouldn't be doing it. They all know that they're doing something that really does nothing for them. They all know what they're doing is insane. Quite often when I was drinking alcohol, I just kind of my mind would almost switch off and I was kind of unaware about what I was doing a lot of the time. But when I might be drunk and I got those glimpses of awareness, I'm sure you know what I mean, where you just kind of go, what am I doing here? I've done that so many times. I'm sure you can relate. We don't drink and then think, yeah, this was a great decision. We don't wake up the next day thinking, I am so happy that I drank those 2 bottles of wine last night. We never do that. We always wake up thinking, why did I make the same damn mistake again? This is the thing. This is what we need to understand, is that drinkers know that what they're doing is stupid. So then when they're drinking alone, of course they're going to ask you to have a drink because they don't want to do it on their own, because they know that from a sober perspective, looking at somebody that's drinking alcohol, they're going to feel judged. They're going to feel attacked. And a drinker doesn't want to feel attacked. They want to just lie to themselves that it's okay. And the best way to lie to themselves is to encourage you to drink so they don't feel so damn stupid. So when you understand where this question is coming from, if do you want to have a drink, then you can say whatever the hell you want. Because here's the thing, it's got nothing to do with them wanting you to drink. It's got everything to do with what you not drinking says about them. So the answer that you give them is, no, I don't want to drink. You don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to tell them that, you had an issue in the past. You don't need to say anything. Say, no, I don't want to drink. And if they push you, guess what you do? You say that, I've already told you I don't want to drink. Hey, they push you again. Then you say that, I've told you twice, I'm not going to tell you again, and you set a boundary. And if they break that boundary again, then you choose what you want to do. If it's me in that situation and somebody pushed and pushed and pushed, guess what? I'm going to leave. I'm not going to stay around that person, because it's okay to set a boundary with somebody. But one thing that I do like to do is if somebody, feels a bit weird around me, and if I'm not drinking alcohol, it's like, I just kind of say, do whatever you want. It doesn't bother me at all, because it genuinely doesn't bother me. I don't care if people around me drink, because there's no way that I'm going to involve myself in that crazy behavior. In the past, I used to be around people that drank and really thought that they were doing something good, even when I didn't drink. But these days, I don't see alcohol that way. The mindset that I have and the mindset that I've just shared with you, it's impenetrable. Nobody can change my mind about how I see alcohol. I'm an open-minded guy, and I am willing to change my mind about political views and pretty much anything. But this, you will not change my mind on. And let me know in the comment section if this is resonating with you. Would love to hear from you guys. I will respond to you on this video. What do you usually say to somebody that asks you to have a drink? But provided that we know where the question is truly coming from in that drinker's mind, it doesn't matter what you say. If you click the video on the screen now, you can learn why a drinking problem exists.